Hi and welcome to a new video here on my YouTube channel. Today I'll be making a Halloween card, and that's why I have here a black cardstock. First thing, I will be using this stencil by Tim Holtz, and this is called Shatter, I believe. I'm just gonna position my stencil up here and tape this in place. I'm gonna be inking with some white ink, and this is the Unicorn White by Hero Arts. And I have here a dauber. Just gonna pick some of that ink and just swipe it across my card. And I will be covering this line here with something, so I'm not gonna worry too much that it shows. I'm gonna leave this aside to dry. I will be using some chipboard letters, and I have these from Maya Road, and I'm gonna color these and have them on front of my card. So I'm just gonna first put them on a piece of paper because I need to cover them with some gesso, and that way they will receive paint much better, and I will get rid of that gray color. So I'm just using this gesso by Faber-Castell and paint right on top. Now that the gesso is dry, I'm gonna go and add my color. I am using this orange spiced marmalade by Tim Holtz, and these paints have a dauber on top, so it's very easy to pull out the color. Okay, so now that my paint is all dry, I'm gonna move on to the next step, and I will be applying some Crackle paint on top of my letters here, and this is by Ranger. And what this does is once dries, it adds small crackles on the surface where you paint on. And I have this in such a long time, I honestly don't know if it will still do what it has to do. And I'm just applying a thick layer on top. Okay, and I'm gonna leave this to dry as well. I have this stamp set here by an Italian brand called La Coppia Creativa, and I also have the matching dies, and I'm gonna stamp a couple of these monsters onto some watercolor paper. I'm stamping as always with my VersaFine black. I just love this ink for watercoloring and also for sentiments. It is very, very crisp. For my first monster, I'm going to be using these two Zig markers, and this is 53 and 31. And here are my very spooky monsters. They are so sweet. I'm just gonna fix some of the areas with this white gel pen. Now meanwhile, my letters that I've prepared, the paint started cracking. You can see here. So I'll just leave it a bit more to dry. Okay, so now that my letters are almost dry and that paint starts to crack all over, I'm going to assemble my card. So I'm going to have the big boo displayed like this. I'm just taping my paper in place because I'm trying to have these aligned. I'm going to also take a T-ruler so I can glue these down at the same distance. I'm going to use some liquid glue, and I have the multimedia matte from Ranger, and I'm just going to apply it with my finger on the back of the letters. I'm just going to put my acrylic block on top and give that glue a bit of time to dry. And while the glue dries, I want to add some googly eyes to my monsters here. I have this thing with googly eyes lately, but I believe that this is the right season to use this kind of embellishment. So I'm going to put some foam tape to the back of these monsters here, and also some adhesive tape to the side that will touch the letters. I'm going to give them a bit of shimmer with my clear Wink of Stella. And probably you've noticed I've changed this monster here. I've colored him differently because I initially wanted to have him in the candy corn colors, or how those things are called, but I've used colors that were too light, so I went in and made another one so that this can be more orange to the bottom and yellow to the top. I'm gonna remove now the tape. I'm gonna fold my card. Okay, so that finishes the card for today. You can see all those crackles on the letters. There is still paint that has to dry, as you can see here. I hope you enjoyed. I thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.